We are rolling.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Ask Julie Ryan Show. It's where we blend spirituality and practicality to help you live a life of purpose and joy. We got a whole bunch of people on the Zoom side of the equation and also on the YouTube side. I am in my regular office tonight instead of my recording room with the red phone because our air conditioning's out upstairs.
Oh,
And you wouldn't want to watch me being a sweaty host, especially since I'm a girl. I mean, that would be really awful. But if you want to join us and ask a question, if you want to have a conversation with me, come in at askjulieryanshow.com. And if you're coming in on the YouTube live stream, please join us at Ask Julie Ryan. We've got Samantha over there. She's helping people. Just put your first name, where you're located in your chat, in your question in the chat, and we'll be taking questions from there. And then we've got Chris, of course, at the main mission control dashboard, and he's handling everything too. So, a couple of big announcements. First of all, you want to tune in next week, especially because Angelic Attendant Training is going to happen October 24th through the 26th in Atlanta, Georgia. And we are going to have submissions for a full ride scholarship to that opening next week on Thursday. All that information we're going to cover on this show. It's going to be $2,500 for your tuition and all expenses paid. Your airfare will be covered, your hotel will be covered, all your meals will be covered. So it's a huge package that we're giving away to somebody who submits an application for this scholarship. And you want to tune in next week, and I'm going to give you all the details of how to do that. We're only going to leave it open for 2 weeks. And then graduates of Angelic Attendant Training choose the winner. I'm not even involved. They choose the winner. So you want to tune in next week and get all those details. Also, later in the show, I'm going to be giving away a free Angels and Enlightenment Training winner, and that's my online class that's self-paced. And so a little later in the show, you want to see if you're the lucky winner. How you apply for that is you just leave a review wherever you listen to the show. You can leave a review for any of my books on Amazon. You can leave a review on YouTube and just tell us what you think of the show. Remember to subscribe both on YouTube and wherever you're listening to podcasts, and we'll let you know when we release a new show. So, Chris, let's go ahead and go to the phones. Who do we have first? We've got Julie. Another Julie. Hi, Julie. I love your name, by the way. Hi, Julie. It's Julie and Indy. You were right about spirit babies. I'm now pregnant. Could you ask the babies if they are genetically normal? How many are there? And if they need anything? Oh my gosh. So you don't know how many babies you have? You just know you're pregnant? Oh my gosh. Well, I wish you'd call in on askjulieryanshow.com so we could talk to you about it. But yes, I will tune in. I guess we've spoken in the past, and I guess I saw spirit babies attached to your energy field. For those of you that think we're talking in secret code, we really are. No, actually, spirit babies look like little orbs, and they're over the shoulder of the mom's. Usually their right shoulder, the mom's right shoulder. And if it's multiple births, I'll see them over both shoulders. And if it's like a litter, I'll see 2 or 3 over one shoulder and more over the next shoulder. But normally the spirit babies' orbs are stretched out. They're out in the distance. They're not all showing up at the same place. So, Julie, here we go. Here comes my laser beam from Sweet Home, Alabama, up to you in Indianapolis. And for those of you that are just joining for the first time, how this works is I raise my vibrational level to the level of spirit. I watch a laser beam connect into somebody. I envision shooting energy from their feet up through the top of their heads. And then it's like I'm looking at an X-ray or a CT scan or an MRI. And that's what my class is about. That's what Angelic Attendant Training is about. And you learn how to do all this stuff in a weekend, and it's a blast. So here we go. Here's my laser babe from Sweet Home, Alabama. Got you. I'm seeing 2 babies. I'm seeing 2 fetuses inside of you. Are those babies healthy? I get a yes. Babies, is there anything you want to tell your mama? Mom, we can't wait to meet you. Have lots of toys ready for us. That's pretty cute. That's like dogs always ask for extra treats. What else do you want your mom to know? Just relax and have fun with the pregnancy. Nothing to worry about. That's pretty good too. So call into the show so I can talk to you, girl, and keep us posted on how you're doing, how your pregnancy's going. That's great news. I've heard that you're the second person in 2 days I've heard that from. Somebody that I saw a baby's spirits over their shoulder, I think about 5 months ago, and she just found out she's pregnant too. So how exciting. I love that. I can be a little teeny weeny weeny little piece of helping in any department. I'm game for that. So keep us posted, Julie. Thanks for your note. If you want to have a conversation with me, askjulieryanshow.com. If you're joining us on the YouTube live stream, we're at Ask Julie Ryan. So you can put your first name, where you're located, and your question in the chat. And we'll be taking questions from there too. Samantha's over there. She'll help you. Okay, Chris, who's next? Hi, Kate.
Hi, how are you? Can you hear
I'm
me?
terrific. How are you?
Oh, not so good.
I'm
That's why I'm
sorry.
here.
Where
Yeah.
are
So
you?
I'm Catherine. I'm from PA, and on May 27th, I lost my mom in a completely preventable tragic accident. She
Oh,
fell
no.
down the stairs at my half-sister's home and died upon impact.
Oh,
But
no.
they brought her back to life in the ambulance, and I had to take her off life support on May 30th. This was something
Oh,
that
honey.
never would have happened if it was under my, my my control, I guess you want to say. She was in exceptional health, vibrant, and also so much life ahead of her.
Mm-hmm.
She and I were very, very close. We lived 17 minutes apart, talked daily. She was an integral part of my family, my 3 boys. I'm 55 and I'm feeling completely untethered.
I bet.
My mom wasn't just a parent, she was my closest friend, my constant, my mother. And what I'm struggling with is I'm just terribly worried about her. It haunts me daily. She had her next 10 years planned out, and I'm really worried
What are you
about
worried about?
how she's doing. I'm worried about how she is.
Honey, she's in heaven. She's fabulous. What's her first name?
Patricia.
Patricia. Okay. All right. And she went by Patricia. She's right next to you on your right
Pat.
side.
Pat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Pat.
yeah,
All
Pat
right.
or Patty. Pat.
Have you read Angelic Attendants yet? What really happens as we transition from this life into the next? If
My good
not,
friend Francesca gave me the book. I haven't read it yet.
great, great. So when you read it or listen to it, you're going to hear about how we're all surrounded by angels. We're all surrounded by the spirits of deceased loved ones and pets. We're carried to heaven by angels. Everybody goes to heaven. There was a movie out, I think in the 80s, called All Dogs Go to Heaven, All People Go to Heaven Too. And for those of you that are listening that haven't read or listened to the book yet, go to julieryangift.com. julieryangift.com will send you our free digital and audio book download of that, julieryangift.com. You can do the same thing, Kate. So let's talk to Pat. Let's talk to your mama. She wants you to know that there's not one thing you could have done. She wants you to know that everything unfolded perfectly. She appreciates your courage in your decisions that you made. She's saying that heaven is more glorious than she ever imagined. She's very chatty. She's coming in very fast, what she's saying. Our heads are like big satellite dishes, Kate, and they receive and transmit frequencies. Every spirit has a frequency they keep throughout all of their lifetimes. And in order to get in touch with your mom, all you have to do is think of her. And that tunes your satellite dish head to her frequency. And then it opens kind of like a two-way radio channel. And you say something to her either aloud or in your head, and she's going to answer you. It's going to come in, it's going to feel like a thought in your head. And how you know it's your mom is it's the first thing comes in fast as you can snap your fingers. And that'll be your mama answering you. Do you have something you want to say to her? Yeah. She's saying she's around you all the time. She's talking about a medal. Does she wear like a religious medal, or do you have a religious medal of hers, or what's up with that? She's showing me like one of those miraculous medals or a Virgin Mary medal or, something like
She wore
that
a
that
lot
they
of,
used to
yeah,
wear.
she always wore jewelry. She had jewelry on all the time.
Okay. Did she wear like a religious medal though? That is
Not
ringing a
that I,
bell. She's showing
not
me
that I
that. What do you want? She's saying that she had one, she wants you to have it. If you've been through all her jewelry, are you
not
still
yet.
going through it? Okay. All right. She's saying that when you go through her jewelry, you'll find it and for you to wear it because that's going to make you feel closer to her. And she's saying it's little and it's inconspicuous so you can wear it under your clothes and it's not going to, it's not going to she's saying it's not going to interfere with your fashion sense. That's exactly what she said. So, fashionista girl, it's not going to interfere with your fashion. Um, we all decide, Kate, where we go, when we go, how we go, and who's with us or not when we go. And part of the phases of grief include guilt and include, well, if we would have done something differently, we could have prevented this. And yeah, from a human perspective, that may be true, but from a spiritual perspective, that's how she chose to go out. This was what her spirit chose. And I hate to break it to you, but you're not that powerful to affect anybody else, whether it be your mom or anybody but yourself in how they go. Even when somebody's shot, you hear about, oh, there's a shooting someplace. Well, not everybody dies from being shot. That person decides if they're going to leave, from that shooting or if they're going to recover. So, yeah, she's saying everything unfolded perfectly. And she's saying that she would have wanted some long drawn out goodbye. That this was just way easier for her. She's saying she knows it's hard on you, but she's not sure she could have gotten through it the other way. Does that make sense to you? It would have been really hard for her to have a prolonged exit. Yeah. Anything else you want to say to her?
Just like I said, I don't know why I'm so unsettled and worried for her. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, everybody goes to heaven. Read or listen to my book. It's going to give you a
Okay.
lot of comfort. I promise. And it's fast. Like the audio version's about 3 hours. So
Okay.
you can listen to it fast. And there are illustrations in the book too, Kate, that show the position of how the angels and your loved ones and their spirits are around your mom. And the other thing that I want you to know too is that university based research shows that 90% of people see the spirits of deceased loved ones and pets as they're transitioning. 90%. So when
Yeah.
we think, oh, grandma's hallucinating, grandma's not hallucinating.
Yeah.
She can really see those. The other thing is, we're all surrounded by angels and the spirits of deceased loved ones and pets, regardless of if we die instantly, like what happened with your mom, or if we die
Yeah.
over a prolonged period of time, days, weeks, months, even years, because time doesn't exist in the spirit world. Time's a human creation. All right.
And I'm not
So
supposed to be mad at my half sister for putting her on the second floor, am I?
you're what?
I'm mad at my half sister for putting her on the second floor.
And that's a part of your grieving process. Yeah.
Yeah.
And your mom saying it was all perfect. It was perfect she was on the second floor, and it was perfect that she was at your sister's house, because she's saying had she had an accident elsewhere and nobody was there, that would have been even worse for all of you. So she's saying have compassion for your sister. Your sister's really suffering over this because she feels guilty, you feel guilty, you're mad at her, I mean, that's just that's a mess. So she's saying, have compassion for her, give her a copy of this book too, julieryangift.com. You can just send her the link, have her download it, have her read it. I think it's going to really inform and comfort you and all your family members. So I hope that helps. And if you want to have a conversation with her that's lengthy, I mean, schedule an appointment with me or one of my graduates. We can spend a whole hour talking to her. And oh my gosh, they are so chatty and they come in with some amazing things that they want us to know. So if you want to do that, we'll be delighted to help you with that as well.
Thank you.
Okay, hang in there. Thanks, Kay. All right. If you want to have a conversation with me, we're at me, myself, and I'm at askjulieryanshow.com. And if you're joining us on the YouTube live stream, we're at Ask Julie Ryan. Put your first name and where you're located in the chat, and then put your question in. Remember to subscribe wherever you're listening, on a podcast, on a YouTube channel. By the way, you guys, we have 5 YouTube channels now. And we've got my show, obviously, in English, because that's the only language I speak. But we've got it in Spanish, French, German, and Portuguese. And so if you have family or friends that's their main language that they speak, please share it with them and let them know that we have all those different languages on YouTube. We're also on the Spanish podcast stations, and we get the shows dubbed in those languages. It's pretty funny when I watch myself and I can see my mouth moving and I'm speaking Spanish and I'm going, blah, 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 blah. And it's just, it's been dubbed, but it's really funny. But the Spanish speaking people love it. So please share that with your family and friends if you have any that speak those other languages. All righty, Chris, who's next? Hi, Mr. Dave.
Julie,
How are you, sir?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
Terrific. Where are you?
I'm in Sonoma, California.
Oh, poor baby. I'm so sorry. Such an awful place.
Yeah, it's pretty gorgeous.
I know. And you're outside. I could tell. You look
Yeah,
like you have a
yeah, we're
tea
in our
bag. You look like you have a tea
Yeah.
bag hanging over your head, but it's probably to a wind chime or something. What is that? What's that
yeah,
white thing
yeah.
hanging over your head?
Let me do that.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, good. I thought somebody's hanging a tea bag over your head. How may I help you, sir?
So I have recently been diagnosed with prostate cancer,
Oh
unfortunately.
boy. Okay.
Um, and I've done lots of tests. The most recent showed that it hasn't traveled throughout my body, or they think it hasn't.
Okay.
Um, I'll have surgery to remove the prostate, along with some other lymph nodes kind of around the area. The surgery won't be for 25 more days, and I'm just nervous that it could travel to the rest of my body. I guess I'm just wondering how I can deal with that, how I can mentally prepare for that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, what we're going to do is we'll do a healing on you, and it'll be healed. All of it will be healed on the energetic level. So, when you have this surgery, it's going to be a breeze. Everything's going to go great. They're not going to find it anyplace else. I mean, it's already done. You just have to walk through it on the human side. So, we're going to we'll do the full cancer healing on you. So, here we go. Here comes my laser beam from Sweet Home, Alabama, heading to you and California. Got you, shooting energy from your feet up through the top of your head. Okay, I can see it on your prostate. It's brown. The areas where it's malignant, not the whole thing is malignant, but you got some spots on it, is what I'm seeing. So what I'm watching happen is I'm watching those spots get scooped out. Imagine, now my analogies are really out there, Dave. At times they're really funny at times. So they're intended to give us a human frame of reference for all this energy healing that we're doing. And as I describe what I'm seeing in my mind's eye, it's spirit sending those images to me so we can understand what's going on. So imagine that your prostate's made out of jello. All right, for conversation's sake. And imagine we're taking a spoon and we're scooping out those malignant areas. of your prostate. So it leaves a divot in your prostate. All those areas are being scooped. And then what I'm watching is I'm watching stem cell energy go on your prostate. And stem cell energy is going to regenerate those areas that we removed with healthy tissue. Stem cell energy is the coolest stuff ever, Dave, because it'll regenerate any body part we need. I think it's encouraging that your whole prostate is not being regenerated. I think that's really encouraging that I'm just seeing spots of cancer on your prostate. So stem cell energy, light amber color gel, has sparkles in it because it's woo-woo, gotta have sparkles. And it reminds me of this hair gel from the 60s and 70s when I was a kid called Dippity Doo. You're too young to remember that? You do remember
Yes,
it.
I remember
All
it.
right.
Yeah.
All right. You can still buy it on Amazon even, which cracks me up. So that's going into those divots. There's a vortex spinning above your prostate. That's going to regenerate that tissue. In the meantime, I'm backing up, doing another scan, another shot of energy to see if it's metastasized anywhere. I'm seeing a couple of lymph nodes that have sequestered some toxins in your groin. And lymph nodes look like little D3 vitamin capsules to me, Dave. And so I'm watching those get removed. Imagine there's a big metal dome that's come down on top of your body. Think of the dome that you'd see on a plate of room service food in a fancy hotel. And as it's lifted off, it pulls out all those lymph nodes that have sequestered toxins. I just see a couple of them in your groin. I mean, I don't see them like all over your body or anything. And now you're being sprinkled again with stem cell energy, and there are vortices above your head, beneath your feet, on either side of you, front and behind, all spinning concurrently. That's going to regenerate your lymph nodes. I am not seeing metastasized cancer. When I see somebody that has it all over their bodies, they remind me of a dairy cow, a white dairy cow with black splotches on it. And the splotches are where the cancer has gone. You don't look like a dairy cow, nor do you have black splotches on your body. So I'm not seeing that at all. Let's do a lymph cleanse. I got him smiling for those of you that are listening. Lymph cleanse. By the way, we're supposed to have fun when we do these healings because fun is joy. Joy is same frequency as love. When you're in a high frequency, it helps your body heal. So I learned several years ago from Spirit that that's why they send me these crazy analogies, because we're supposed to have fun. We're supposed to laugh when we're doing this.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Laughter is medicine.
Laughter is medicine. Watch every funny movie you can think of. Go watch Caddyshack this weekend.
A
And,
great movie.
and you'll laugh your head off, and that's going to help you heal too. So lymph cleanse, imagine there's a big vertical oval tube in the front of your body, Dave. It's inside your body, but all the lymph fluid is gone in this tube. And there's a hole that's opened on the bottom of each of your feet. As that lymph fluid is spinning in a clockwise direction, the toxins are coming out the bottom of your feet. We're doing a reverse osmosis purification on your lymph fluid, like what Coca-Cola does with Dasani water. They reverse osmosis purify it. We're doing that with your lymph fluid. Lymph fluid's an amber color. It's kind of globby, like the fluid inside a lava lamp. Next, what we're doing is a heavy metal detox. Imagine there are two big U-shaped magnets on either side of your body, and they're going up and down your body, and they pull out metallic particulates. They turn a quarter of a turn, go up and down your body. Keep doing that until they make a full rotation around your whole body. All right, they're done. Now we're irrigating any kind of metallic dust that's left over. It's coming out those holes on the bottom of your feet. Now what we're doing is a DNA healing. So DNA is the recipe that tells the cells how to behave. It's comprised of 4 nucleic acids. They're represented by 4 letters, A, T, C, G. One strand can have 100,000 letters on it, can have up to 1 billion letters. We're watching those letters get rearranged as if we're watching somebody play Scrabble in warp speed. Letters are being moved up and over to form a new sequence back to a normal recipe. A strand of DNA Dave looks to me like a piece of paper you'd see inside a fortune cookie with fortune written on it. And you have 7 strands that are being reconfigured, which is pretty normal. When I see somebody that has cancer, I'll usually see 7. Between 7 and 10, you got 7. You didn't expect to get a 5th grade science tune-up tonight, did you?
Didn't.
With DNA, but I'm just doing what I'm being told to do by spirit. Okay, got that going on. All right, you're going to be fine. You're going to be just fine. This is just going to be a blip on the radar to you. You're going to do great in surgery. There will be my book, Angelic Attendants. Read it, because there's a whole chapter in there about what happens in the OR and how your guardian angel is going to be over anesthesia's head. There will be a surgeon spirit advising your surgeon, sometimes more than one, and your deceased loved ones will be in the OR with you as well at the foot of the table. So the more prayer that's said for you, the more more spirits will be in the OR supporting you. So get on every prayer chain you can think of. And just by being on this show tonight, everybody that's watching and listening, when they listen to me in these healings, they're picturing the same thing. So you got people globally that are sending you this healing. And it's like the power of prayer. When a lot of people are focused on one thing, that's when the miracles happen. So you are going to be just fine.
Thank you, Julie. I appreciate that.
You're
I
so
feel
welcome.
better.
Yeah.
So much better.
Keep
But
us
So
posted.
much better.
Yeah.
My wife wants
Yeah.
to say thanks too.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. And keep us posted on how you're doing.
Well,
Thank you.
Okay. All righty. Bye.
bye-bye.
Oh, what a joy to get to meet people from all over and have spirit work through us and with us to help people heal themselves. Remember, nobody heals anybody else ever. We all heal ourselves. You think about, you go to the emergency room with a broken leg. Well, they may put your leg in a cast. They don't make the bones grow back. You make your own bones grow back. Same concept. So the work that medical providers do, the work that I do, the work that all of us do as moms and grandmothers and parents, we're just helping people heal themselves. So what an honor and a delight. Okay, Chris, who's next? Oh, we got somebody from YouTube. And she says, "Hi, Julie, Marcia in Florida. Would greatly appreciate what's going on with the pain in my lower back that recently started, and I've had no trauma that would have caused it. Thank you so much." All right, here we go, Marcia. Here comes my laser beam, head south, goes behind my chair because I'm in Alabama, so don't have to go very far to get to you in Florida. All right, got you. It looks to me like you've got a disc that's bulging on the left side. You're twisted. You're a twisted sister. Find a chiropractor that can give you an adjustment, and that will get you back in alignment. I just watched your pelvis get adjusted. Your right hip's in front of your left, and it's making a disc bulge. By doing that, that straightened out your spine. I watched the disc go back into place. I'm putting this little, it's spirit working through me and with me, of course. There's this little netting, Marcia, that goes between the upper and the lower vertebrae where that disc was affected. And think of goldfish netting. That's how fine it is. And it's being installed, and then that's going to help keep that disc in place until you can get to see a chiropractor. That's all that's going on. Just go get an adjustment, and you're going to be a new woman in no time. Hope that helps. Hope you feel better. AskJulieRyanShow.com. If you want to have a conversation with me, we're at Ask Julie Ryan on the YouTube live stream. And remember to stay tuned, because I'm going to announce a winner of a free class here this evening for the Angels and Enlightenment Training. And that's always fun to see who the winner is. And Chris gets to bring out his orchestra when we announce the winner, and he loves that too. All righty, let's see who's next. Hi, Cynthia.
Hi, Julie. It's good to see
Don't
you.
you look pretty in that blue top you're wearing?
Thank
She's got a
you.
blue and white top on for those of you that are listening. She kind of looks like a piece of Wedgwood china. Where are you, girl?
I am in Lexington, Texas.
Okay, terrific. How may I help you?
It's not me, it's a close friend of mine.
Okay,
She's also in Lexington. Her name is Melody.
okay. What's going on with Melody?
She has been struggling for quite a while now with mobility, with her walking. It's making her fall, and it's gotten a lot worse. It's been a couple of years. She's been to a lot of practitioners. They've ruled out Parkinson's. And nobody seems to be able to understand what's going on. Most recent is they think maybe she's got some fluid on the brain, maybe have to put in a shunt, but everything's real iffy and she's really struggling. And I'd just like to see if maybe you could help her.
Yeah. I'm going to hook into you and then I'll go from you to Melody and I'm going to ask her permission if I can scan her. If she says yes, I will. If she says no, I won't. Does she know that we're going to be talking about her tonight?
I did not tell her about tonight. I mentioned it last week
Okay.
to her, the week before.
Okay.
And she said, sure, but I
Okay.
didn't.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, as you probably have heard me say, Cynthia, I am really persnickety about ethics when it comes to this stuff. And I'm not going to scan somebody if I don't have their permission. And I'm going to ask her telepathically because I just think it's wrong. I think it's an invasion of somebody's privacy. So chances are good she'll let me, though, since she already told you it was okay before. So here we go. Here comes my laser beam from Sweet Home, Alabama, heading west to you in Texas. Got you going to Melody. Melody, I love her name. Melody, I'm talking to Cynthia. May I scan you? She goes, oh, yes, please. Whatever you could do to help. Oh, sweet. All right, going in. The hologram of her that's in my mind's eye has already been turned around to the back. So I'm going in and shooting energy. So her spine is lit up. What's going on with the spine and the brainstem? When you said fluid on the brain, I heard a no. I get divine downloads from spirit when a conversation's going on, Cynthia, and I'm getting information, in my head, and I heard no, but there's something going on with the spinal column into the brainstem. Has she had an injury? Was she in an accident at some point or anything precipitating this, or it just came on all of a sudden and it's getting worse?
It did not come on all of a sudden.
Okay.
It has been building over a couple of years,
Mm-hmm.
where she started falling. She was even with me one time, fell in Walmart, cracked her head. I mean, it was
Oh my
very
goodness.
scary. And it just keeps getting worse. But
Yeah.
it was kind of a gradual thing.
Okay.
It started with
Uh,
falling.
I'm asking, I asked if she has ALS. I got a no. Parkinson's, no. MS, possibility. On MS, I'm going to look for lesions. Uh, anything else that I need to look for once I'm in there? Because I'm just going to run her whole spine all the way up. Her spine is, the vertebrae are not straight out. They're kind of whopper jawed. And that's probably something my Southern husband would say that you would understand in Texas. But it's like a Charlie Brown Christmas tree where the branches are not even and they're not straight out. They kind of are, some of them are
Mm.
angled. That's what her vertebrae look like. So what I'm watching happen is I'm watching little tile spacer like devices get put in all those vertebrae to get them to straighten up. She's got some degenerative disc disease. So I'm watching stem cell energy get put in all those discs that need help. Light amber colored gel sparkles dippity doo. You may remember dippity doo back when we were kids. You look like you're about my age. And so I've got that going on, but there's something going on with her brainstem. It looks like it's inflamed to me. It's not red, but it looks swollen. Like something's going on there. So I'm going in. I just heard myself ask, is there a parasite kind of a problem? I heard a no on that. Why is the brain stem swollen? I heard not fluid on the brain, but there's something going on with some fluid, something. So it may not be on the brain, but it may be in the brain stem where it connects to the spine. I'm not sure about that. But what I'm watching there were tubes that were just inserted, 2 or 3 little tiny tubes. Think of those teeny weeny little straws. Sometimes they'll serve them with a cocktail and they're so tiny. You think, why bother? I mean, it's going to take me all night to drink this, which is probably a good thing. But that's what that looks like, those little teeny tiny straws. I watched 3 of them and it removed fluid out of the brain stem, which is the base of her brain. So something's going on with that. There may be some meningitis stuff going on, residual. I just got a yes on that. I'm not seeing lesions in her brain or on her spine. That would be MS. I'm getting a yes on there. Maybe some meningitis, something, like a viral meningitis, low level. All right. So I'm not seeing it, but I'm hearing it. So let's just force that fluid out. And I'm putting antiviral energy on it, which is kind of a clear looking energy, Cynthia, but it's got iridescent sparkles in it. Antibiotic energy is a fuchsia color. Think of more purple than pink. No, more pink than purple. Sorry. And so this is just the antiviral energy. Have her tested for that. Have her tested some kind of viral meningitis. Yeah. See if there's something going on there. Let's just do a healing on all of her neurological system in the meantime. Imagine that it looks like a network of tubing, and think of aquarium tubing, and imagine that inside that tubing, when those nerves get injured, it can get gunk in the tubing. And so imagine there's a bunch of little corkscrews in there that are tunneling through that tubing, and they're grinding up any kind of dead cells or whatever's inside that neurological system. Now that's getting irrigated out. This is my favorite part because the irrigation fluid comes flying out the end of her toes, makes her feet look like sprinklers. Seriously, it's my favorite part. And then stem cell energy, of course, going in her neurological system. Light amber colored gel sparkles, dippity doo, vortices above her head, beneath her feet, on either side of her, front and behind, all spinning concurrently. In the meantime, I'm in her brain. We're removing some scar tissue that's up there, probably from her falls. She probably had some concussions, even though she didn't know it. You don't have to hit your head to get a concussion. If you land hard, that brain is not attached and it'll hit up the edge of the inside of the bony skull. So stem cell energy going in there, a bunch of little vortices in her brain. So I hope that helps. I'm not getting a clear read other than possible some type of meningitis.
So you worked on the energy side of it. What does she do now?
I would have her ask her doctor about that. Is that a possibility?
Okay.
Is that a possibility, like a low level something?
And
I'm not seeing mold. That was another thing that I was looking for. I didn't see it.
And so should she also have them check for MS?
I get a no on that. I didn't see any lesions. And normally they look like sores on the spine or on the brain when I see it. And I just ask again and I get a no on that. Viral meningitis, I've gotten a yes 4 times.
Okay.
So with any luck, if she talks to him about it and she gets a test and it comes back negative, great. That means her body's hopefully integrated the healing quickly.
Oh yeah.
So,
there you go. Yeah.
Yeah. And by cleaning out her neurological system, that'll help those impulses go into her extremities and throughout her body easier. Kind of like when you have a lamp cord that has a slit in it and you have an impedance to the electrical flow. Same kind of a concept I see inside the body when the tubing gets gunk in it. So I hope that helps.
Thank you.
You're a sweet friend to call in for her. Give her my love.
I will. Thank you so much.
You are most welcome. All righty. AskJulieRyanShow.com if you want to have a conversation with me, or on the YouTube live stream at Ask Julie Ryan. Let's take one more question, then I'll announce the winner for the AET class. So let's see who Chris brings up next. Hi, is it a XZ? Pronounce your name, babe.
Akiza.
Akiza. Hi, Akiza.
Hi.
Where are you, girl?
I'm in San Diego, California.
Okay, terrific. Well,
Yes.
how may I help you? Thanks for
Yeah,
joining us.
thank you. Yeah, I've been trying this, but last 4 months I haven't joined. On March 19th, my father, he avidly walking like AM and PM every single day except Sunday. He went for a walk around 6 o'clock, and coming back home, he got killed with a car. He got killed while he was walking.
So a car hit him?
A car hit him. This young kid
I'm
hit him, and
so sorry.
yeah. So, and my mom is alive, and she's just taking it really hard.
I'm
I'm sorry, I
sure.
couldn't.
Yeah, just
because
hold
everybody.
still. Hold still.
Okay,
There
let
you
me
go. Hold still.
Okay.
Yeah. Or can you
Yeah.
sit up maybe?
Okay.
Yeah, do that and just hold still, because you're going to make me
Okay.
seasick, and that won't be pretty
I know.
either.
Me too. I was getting seasick myself. Yeah, I'm sorry.
A sweaty seasick girl, that would be awful. Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Your mom's having a tough time, and
Yeah.
rightfully so, sure.
Yeah. So she's having dementia. She started having dementia, and my dad was like the lifesaver for us. He was, helping her, but she still cooks and move around at that time. But once he passed away, she just stopped everything.
Yeah.
And all she asked is what was in his mind. When he was leaving, she said she never did this, but that day he walked out and came back in and stood, looked at me and left. So was he gonna ask me something? So that's in her mind. Was he gonna ask her something? That she's keep asking us. Oh, I think I know. I have an accent. I'm sorry. I'm from East Africa.
No.
Originally.
I got it.
Okay.
No, I'm
Yeah.
hearing your
Okay.
dad talking to me in my head. What is
I'm
your
sorry.
dad's first name?
Okay. Usually we call him Fish, but Fisahaye. Fisaha.
Fish.
Yeah.
Fish. I'll use Fish. All right,
Yes.
Fish. What he told me, Akisa, was he said he was led to come back in to look at her, and he wanted to look at her because he tell me again what you said, Fish. First, I'm forgetting what he said first while we were talking. He said something like he loves her he loved her so much. He loves her so much that he just wanted to take one more look at her before he left. And he wanted to check on her, but it had to do with how much he loved her. He, kind of like when you see in the movies, there's a couple that's madly in love, and one's leaving on a train to Timbuktu, and they just take one last look at their loved one before they board the train. That's what he's showing me. What do you want Akiza and your wife to know? I'm great. I'm around them all the time. Does she live with you? Does your mom live with you?
My mom, no, they had their own apartment. We want them to be comfortable in their own place. That's how
Yeah.
they used to live. But because they live upstairs, I have joint problem. I didn't get to go to the house for 8 months, but if I do, I just went and sat down like downstairs, and my old mom and dad will come and talk to me, or they come to my house. But now after my dad passed away, I had to do whatever to get to that house. So I'm going almost every day except this 2 weeks because I've been in pain. I just came back actually from my mom after 4 or 5 days. So I am going back and forth to take care of her. And I have a couple sisters, but they're all busy. I'm the only one that I have more time
Yeah.
to
He's
watch
saying
her.
she doesn't need to be left alone. Do what you need to do to have somebody with her. If she needs to come live with you or live with one of your sisters, he's really emphatic about that she doesn't need to be left alone. And perhaps that's from the dementia and probably exacerbated by the grief, but he's asking you to please figure out a way so that she's not left alone.
Okay. And she's keep telling me that she prays every single day to take her, as soon as God, decide for her to join my dad. So I'm thinking, is she ready to leave? Is she like leaving too soon? I always tell her, Mom, change your prayers, because she just keep telling me, I want to go, I want to leave.
Yeah. And that's grief. That's all part of grief too. So, she's not, I've connected into her by you via you. I connected into you first. She's not in any of the phases of transition. Her spirit's in her body.
Yeah.
Angelic Attendants, my book again, julieryangift.com, julieryangift.com. Get your free copy. This stuff should be taught in the schools. And it's going to give you a lot of information and a lot of comfort, like what we were talking about with Kate, our first caller. But she's not dying at the moment. So I think your big concern is how to care for her and then how to get her moved someplace. And he's saying she's not going to want to move. She's not going to want to leave her house. So that's going to be your biggest challenge. But he's saying, please make that happen.
Yeah, I think I don't think we'll have problem moving her.
Okay.
We just have to decide, where we should move her, because we wanted to take care of her instead taking her to, I know she's not going to go anywhere unless she comes to her kids.
Right.
To one of us.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she'll be way better if she can be with one of you before, instead of going into some kind of a care facility like assisted living or something like that. He's saying that she won't be interested in being social in one of those assisted living places. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and you're agreeing with that. Okay. All right. Well, he's around you. You probably heard me mention with Kate, our first caller, our heads are satellite dishes. Just think of him and ask him a question or make a statement. First thought, fast as you can snap your fingers, is going to be him answering you.
Can I give you one information? So
sure.
After he passed away, I usually get, when I'm praying or when I'm, trying to connect myself with my loved ones, with my brother, especially that died during COVID, I had this tingling in my head. But this time with my dad, my 2 legs, it tingles from hip down every time I think about him. So I'm like, is it because of my joints problem, but only when I think about my dad or think about the situation, I get that.
So what's happening?
I think that he's around me.
Yes, exactly. And what's happening is that's his sign to you that he's there, number one. And what's happening is your body is trying to adjust to his frequency, because when we're pure energy, we don't have a body anymore like your dad. He's pure spirit. And like your brother, they vibrate at a higher rate because they don't have the density of a body. So when we feel those sensations, when a spirit's around us, it's our human body trying to equalize the vibration, trying to match the vibration. Some people say when there's a spirit in the room, they feel cold. Well, spirit doesn't have a body, 98.6 temperature. That's pretty hot. It's almost 100 degrees. But a spirit doesn't have that hot body. So that's why they feel cold to our almost 100-degree temperature body. So yeah, pay attention to that. I love that. And that's them letting you know that they're there. He's saying that he's here to help you. Just ask him. He can help you from heaven. He says he has lots of special powers now he can use to help you.
During that did he suffer during that accident? Because
He's saying
yeah,
no. He's saying no. He's showing me his spirit popped out of his body like really fast.
okay, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you so
So
much.
you are
Appreciate
so
you.
welcome. Use the
Yeah.
analogy of in the movies, when two lovers are separating and they're taking one last look. That's what your dad was doing. He wasn't even, probably from his human perspective, he wasn't even cognizant why he was doing it. It
Yeah.
was just led to do it. And that was his spirit leading him to do it. And I think that's one of the sweetest stories I've ever heard. So thank you for sharing that.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Appreciate
Sending
you.
you a big
Thank you
hug.
for all you're doing.
Oh,
Thanks.
you're welcome. Thanks for joining us.
No problem.
Okay, Chris, let's announce our winner. So may I have a drum roll, please? Here we go. All right. So this is somebody named S. Palmer who left a review on Amazon for my Angelic Attendance book. She gave me 5 out of 5 stars. She said, I wish I'd read this 3 years ago. And that was her title. And then she went on to say, I wish I'd read this book before my mom passed 3 years ago. She was so frightened of what awaited her on the other side. I wanted desperately to comfort her, but had no idea myself what was going to happen. Angelic Attendants should be available in every hospital, every nursing facility, and yes, in every school. I agree with her. That's why I give away tens of thousands of these a year. The situations in the book are relatable and the descriptions are wonderfully detailed. The comfort provided by the stories Julie tells would have made such a difference to my mom and the rest of my family. Beyond that, the information specific to her intuitive abilities and how available they are to everyone is amazing and enticing. That's what I teach in my classes. I learned how to do all this stuff. You can too. It's a quick read, easy to understand, and the sort of book you will give to friends and family to help them not suffer the fear and unknown attached to the passing of a loved one. So, S. Palmer, thank you for your kind comments. And just send us a note. Go to AskJulieRyan.com. On the homepage, you'll see a button that says Ask Julie, and you just press on that and say, hey, I won the free class. And then my assistant Rachel will help you fill in all the details, and she'll get you the links that you need in order to participate in the class. By the way, all of my classes have practice sessions with them because practice sessions are the key. You can go to the class, you can watch the class online, you can read a book, you can listen to some audio, but until you do it, you don't really get it. It's kind of like when you learn to drive a car. You probably read some manual or maybe watched a video at school or whatever. But until you had some time behind the wheel yourself, you didn't really get it and didn't really feel comfortable with it. That's how all of this works too. The more you do it, the more validation you get, the more validation you get, the more you learn to trust it. And then it's just second nature. So the key is the practice groups, and all of my trainings have practice groups with them. Some of them, like the big Angelic Attendant Training, has 9 practice groups a week, you guys, and they're all free for life. So that's really the key. That's when your skills really ramp up, is when you go to the practice groups. So congratulations, S. Palmer, and looking forward to adding you to the list of graduates. If you want to enroll for a class, just go to AskJulieRyan.com. All of them are there, and you can find out all the details. If you want to put your name in for winning a free class or a free session with me, I give away one of those a month too. Just go to anywhere you listen to the show, whether it's YouTube or on the podcast, any podcast network, and tell us what you think about the show, and you'll be automatically entered. Remember to subscribe wherever you watch the show or listen to the show. Chris, I think we have time for one more person. One more question. Sandy. Hi, Sandy. She says she's in Vegas Would you tell me what the emotional reason is I keep getting UTIs? Then give my bladder a dose of stem cell energy. Got to have the sparkles. Yes, you do, especially since you're in Vegas. Lots of sparkles in Vegas. All right, here we go. Here comes my laser beam from Sweet Home, Alabama, Miss Sandy. All right, got you shooting energy from your feet up through the top of your head. Oh, girl, you look inflamed. Okay, so cleaning that out. UTIs are, believe it or not, they get really bad when we're low on estrogen. And you look like you could use some estrogen. I just put some energetic estrogen into you. You kind of look like a plant that needed to be watered. That's what a woman looks like when she needs estrogen. So I shot some energetic estrogen into you. We're cleaning out your urethra and all of that. Got that going. Of course, cranberry juice is what they used to say. And I just read an article about that said you can buy cranberry capsules if you don't want to drink the juice. And that really helps. There's some kind of compound in cranberries that helps with UTIs. But I think yours is a lack of estrogen. So, bioidentical hormones, they're what our bodies make when we're young and fertile, aged. And as we age, our hormone levels diminish. You want the bioidentical, they're the exact molecular composition of what our bodies make when we're young and fertile. How you find a practitioner is call a couple of compounding pharmacies in Vegas, Sandy, and just put your zip code in and put compounding pharmacy in an internet search, and several of them will populate. Call them, ask them who's prescribing bioidentical hormones through them, and then ask them if any of them are gynecologists. I am very partial to gynecologists for bioidenticals because they're experts on girly parts. When you go for your consult and your blood tests and all of that, it'll be covered under your insurance. And if they want to do an ultrasound, they've got the equipment in their office. So it makes it convenient. If they don't have any GYNs that are prescribing through them, then find out who the other people are, who the other doctors are, and who's covered under your insurance. And that'll help too. As far as the bladder goes, what I'm watching is I'm watching your bladder get tacked up. I don't know if you have any leaking going on, but I'm watching it get tacked up. Stem cell energy is being slathered inside and out just because you asked for it, and vortex spinning outside of it. So you're going to have the bladder of a 15-year-old by the time we're done with you. You'll be like the bionic babe with all those new stem cells in you. Got that going too. Okay. Hope that helps. Check out the estrogen, though. I think that's the missing link for you. Thanks, Sandy. Hope you feel better. All righty, everybody. What a delight to be with you, as always, on Thursday nights, 8 Eastern, 7 Central, 5 Pacific. And join us next week. Come in at AskJulieRyanShow.com or on the YouTube live stream at Ask Julie Ryan. And be sure and tune in next week to find out how you can apply for the full ride scholarship to my training in Atlanta, all expenses paid. So join us next week too. In the meantime, sending you lots of love from Sweet Home, Alabama. Mwah! Bye, everybody. To enhance your spiritual journey, click on one of the videos below and remember to subscribe, leave a comment, and share this episode with your family and friends.